Welcome to RecFest Live. We've got some pretty special guests. We've had them on the Purple Acorn Network on the HR Morning Show announcing when Jason was his new CEO of Eddy and you joining as well. So excited to have you. Like, you're some of my favorite people in the space and you always kill it at these types of events. You have the best boots in the industry. So I need you to introduce yourself for the people that don't know each other.
Okay, thank you for having us. Hi, I'm Michelle Meehan. I am the CMO of Vetty.
I am Jason Putnam. I am the CEO of Eddy.
Well, how about we talk about this particular event, RecFest? Like, what's your plan? Because you're doing something really cool. Like I said, you have the reputation. Every show you've ever done is like, oh, what is Michelle doing? What are you doing here?
So Vetty is a hiring acceleration platform, but what makes us unique is we are customizable, either by role or by company. So we're doing customized Converse. We're raffling off 100 pairs. Yeah, over the next 2 days.
He gave me the code. I'm going to get some. Can you like sneak me in?
I mean, it's not really like that, but I'll see if you come up in the raffle.
So let's dig in deeper. Vetty. What is Vetty? You said a little bit, but like in this current landscape, there is a lot of background check companies. Do you fall in that category? What category do you fall in?
I mean, I think we fall in under the umbrella of compliance.
Okay.
I think some of those like background checks are a little bit small for us because we do so many things because we handle everything from the minute you're offered a job all the way until you're active. Okay. So that includes, health checks, I-9s, all of that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So Jason came on as CEO. Big shock. You came from the industry. You came from a different part of the industry. Like, what's been the biggest adaptation of you being a CEO at a company like Vetty?
Because I brought my team with me, a team of like serial scalers, that part's been easy. So we've been here 6 or 7 months, and that's really paying off when you kind of know what to do with each other, right? And but for me, the like oddest thing in a good way is it's a commoditized industry, but we set ourselves apart. But when it's commoditized, that means people have to have it. And we're so used to like in this industry, the ebbs and flows of how the market goes up and down. We're growing significantly where a lot of other companies are not, because it's a must have. And we set ourselves apart with just really good technology and really good customer service.
Is it more a must have now in this current landscape? Because we're hearing all the horror stories of thousands of applicants applying for jobs, but we're also hearing about companies hiring someone that's working at 4 different companies, or they're not even in the country. Like, is this really a big issue that you're seeing with your clients right now? Hence the reason they feel they need a compliance chief?
Yeah, more than ever, and especially on the healthcare side with current administration, there's a lot of penalties. The penalties are very, very, very high for making the quote-unquote wrong hire. Right, so they're going deeper on the background check, so we see it there. But also everyone's talking about AI, and AI is going to be adapted more by the humans than it is by the corporations. So we're the opposite side of the AI coin, even though we have AI in our technology. You have to be compliant enough to be able to combat the AI that's happening at the candidate level.
What's the when you're talking to customers right now, like what's the biggest complaint that you're seeing? Like, what are they most nervous? What gets them to have a conversation with you, aside from everything that you mentioned? But there's usually a compelling reason of like, okay, I'm using this company for compliance, maybe smaller. Like, what are they complaining about? What's the biggest pain that they're feeling right now?
Most companies, and you'll see this in all of HR tech, and we've seen it, is they want one platform to do it all. And historically, a lot of the quote-unquote background check companies have been services then added some tech on. So you still have to do that swivel recruiting right between platforms. So for us, they come to us because it's that all-in-one platform, which drives cost savings. We're also much faster from a technology perspective. And unsurprisingly, most background check providers don't have great client success. And we're so big in staffing that they care about their end client. So we need to make sure we're really responsive because their clients are demanding it.
What is your target market? Is it staffing? Is it like...
So I would say the thing that our founders solved first was healthcare staffing, which is sort of the hardest one to solve overall.
Even harder now, right?
Yeah, 100%. So healthcare staffing, number one. Then I would say staffing as a whole, and then healthcare. We're dipping our toe with really great success into things like gig and logistics and manufacturing. We've got a couple really great success stories there that we're building on, but they're sort of not the actual core of where we're at this moment, but where we're moving toward.
Well, let's talk a little bit about gig, because it's definitely a hot job market, especially in an environment where A lot of people are unemployed, unfortunately, and they see gig as a way, kind of an in between to the next gig. How do you work with gig? How deep do you go with gig type workers, right? Like, obviously you don't want to have a criminal record if they're driving Uber, but like, how deep can we go for them not to lose them in the process?
Well, we have a customer at WAG, so it's a dog walking company, right? Because that's like something you're really concerned about. It's like who's taking care of your dog, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Secret, I haven't told you. I have a dog on the way. Yes, in 3 weeks. So we're waiting. We just saw it this weekend.
Well,
His name is Duke.
congratulations.
So a dog is coming. Thank you. I'm very excited.
So when you get Duke, you're going to have a passionate love for him, and you're going to feel like I have to do everything to take care of him, and I don't want to put him in harm's way in any way. And so that's what we do for WAG. We ensure that all of the dog walkers that are on their platform are safe to be in people's homes, because a lot of times they're being let in, right?
Totally.
Making sure that they have no, anything against them, against animal cruelty or anything like that. But I think you've talked to them a bunch, right?
Yeah, we are the exclusive background check for them. So if you want to, in a gig world, yes, WAG's the client, but ultimately the client is the candidate that's going through WAG. Yeah. So we want to make sure it's mobile first, which it is, and that the experience is really good. That's one part that, especially on the gig side, when they really care about the candidate experience, they want to make sure nobody likes getting a background check. It's very much a black hole. So we built it, again, kudos to the founders. We built it from the front end to say, we're going to let that candidate know every step of the way where they are. So they're never going to have that anxiety-ridden experience of being in a black hole and not knowing.
Yeah, that's such a good point, because I've gone through many security screening and I have a very clean record, like cleanest record ever. But the waiting, being like, maybe they found something, maybe someone stole my ID, and like I already quit my job, like, and now am I going to pass this security screening? And you don't know, it's a black hole.
Correct.
Sometimes it just disappears. So that is a really big, I guess, feature that you guys have, right, across the board.
Correct.
So you've come in 6 months, the business is growing. The industry is a little bit tough out there, right? Like overall, like what we're seeing in the labor market and everything. But what do you guys foresee in the next year to 2 years? Because we're seeing AI is big. Like, I'm not even going to talk about AI because we all know that story. But like, how do you see this industry transitioning a little bit? Like, and how do you see background screen, like compliance, being a bigger factor in the next, say, 2 to 5 years?
Yeah, we just came back, obviously, from a big HR show in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I think we did 15 analyst briefings. And we were the only, something like that. We were the only ones not talking about AI, and all the analysts love it. Yeah. And that's really where this opposite side of the coin came in around compliance, being able to offset that. I think the industry is going to do about what it's been doing in aggregate, it has for the last couple of years, but there are going to be certain verticalized aspects that are going to do really well. And it's those highly regulated areas. It's transportation, logistics, DOD, all those areas where you have to make sure you're screening correctly, but also make sure you're not getting penalized from an administrative perspective.
So as the CMO, this is a big show. RecFest is the pinnacle of HR events, some would say. What's your plan? Like, what is a successful show for you? Because you obviously are doing something really cool, but I'm sure you have an end goal of something you want to accomplish. Tell me a little bit more.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really look at number of leads scored.
Okay.
That is not a metric that I am looking for at these shows.
Okay.
Especially coming to a brand that is super successful, but relatively unknown in the enterprise space. Okay. So when we go to a staffing show, people are like, oh my God, Vetty, I love Vetty, I love Vetty, I love Vetty. Can we get your swag? We love your swag. Here, we're not as well known. So my objective is to get us out, people talking about us, people coming to our booth, people getting to know us, getting to understand that we do have that customizable aspect in a really cool and unique way with something really worthy to win, and it's not like a stress ball. No offense.
That's a really good point, because a lot of brands, when it comes to these types of events, it's all about, okay, we had 82 leads or 72 leads. Should this be a brand building exercise more than anything else?
Obviously, we've been together for a long time at different companies, and what I have always said is brand is first.
Yeah.
Because if you build the right brand engine, which obviously Michelle has done everywhere, the leads become easier to get and the efficacy of those leads. Yeah, so when we look at an event like this, we say 50% of the spend is brand. Okay. Then the rest we look at what it's from an ROI lead gen perspective. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's a great event for us, especially as a coming out party on the traditional enterprise side.
So what's your plan? Parties? What are you doing at RecFest? Like, what are you doing next couple of days?
We have a lot of parties planned. We are going to the Wild Connections party tonight.
Going to the zoo?
So we are going to the zoo. After that, we're rocking the Riviera.
Yes. There's a couple. There's Cal's BFF's party, then there's Chen Chi's. You have to go to both.
Oh, I have to go to both.
They're second and third floor. So let's do both.
Amazing. Yeah. I hope you'll be there with us.
The last thing I want to see is you go down the fire pole. But well, that's exciting. And this is your first, like you've done RecFest several times or a couple times with your other brand that you worked for before. You feeling good? Feeling good about the reception Vetty is getting?
Feeling excellent.
You guys are having?
Excellent. Yeah, people are really digging the activation. We're getting a lot of traffic at the booth. People are really excited chasing us down to see our shoes and where all the different ones look like. So it's cool.
Very cool. Well, it's always a pleasure having you guys, interviewing you guys. It's been many times over the years. I think I've interviewed each of you probably 5 times each. So this is an honor. Have fun at the show. Enjoy RecFest. And you always have a friend and Purple Acorn. So thanks a lot, guys.
Make it easy. Thanks.